Hi you guys, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Serena. If you are new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today we have the start of a reading vlog, and not just any reading vlog. I am going to be embarking on the Boys of Tommen series, so starting off strong with Binding 13. I am a whopping one chapter into it so far. Just the first chapter alone, my heart is sad. And my heart breaks for this girl, and the fact that she's been bullied since the beginning of time. Like, that's all she knows, and like nobody's helping her. She just doesn't know what to do. Ugh. It makes me so sad. So that's where I'm at so far. I'm literally about to start chapter 2. I was gonna start it in the gym, and then I realized very quickly that my noise canceling headphones didn't cancel out enough of the music, and the music was just so loud that I could not focus on both. So I said, I will just listen to my music and then come back to the audiobook when I'm back in the car. So that's where we're at this point. I hit legs today, and it was a great time. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook now. Like I said, this is just going to be a reading vlog, not a weekly vlog like I normally would. So you and I are only really going to be chatting when I'm reading. If you want more lifestyle weekly vlog type of stuff, I am also going to be making a weekly vlog this week. So if you see me in this shirt multiple times in the next few videos, it's because I'm doing them all on the same day. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Because it's a cute top, okay? I want to show you guys my cute top. I've been talking about this top in like every video at this point. It's just so fun. It's the Windy City series, but it's all like whimsical and fun, and it's got like stars and like this sun thing going on here. I don't know. I just thought it was cute, and it was on Etsy, so I got it. So it's my new bookish t-shirt. I'm really wanting to get some more bookish tees to just wear around. I have a lot of bookish hoodies and like sweatshirts, but I've never really had a lot of t-shirts that are book related. Like, I've had ones that say like they've had different book quotes on them, but none specifically related to books that I personally like to read. So that is my goal for the summer, is to accumulate books, not books. Well, yeah, books, but accumulate bookish t-shirts that go with books and book series that I love. So I'm gonna get back to listening to this. I will see you guys when I have more of an update. I don't really have many thoughts yet. I was talking to my friend Sarah about it, and my initial thoughts are, I'm sad, and how do 4-year-olds know how to bully? So those are my initial thoughts. Yeah, that's all I got. Hello, you guys. I have a small update on Binding 13. I just started chapter 5 in the car. Don't know where I am in chapter 5. Just know I'm in chapter 5. So I'm on page at least 43. I've been listening to it in the car whenever I can and having a good time, sort of, for the most part. What I mean by that is that the situations that we already learn about in this book do make me a little sad. It's just heavy stuff, and I knew that going into this book. So wasn't a surprise to see that we started off real strong with something that happened. And it's this poor girl's, it's Shannon's first day at school, and all of this stuff is happening. So it kind of stinks for her. I've met Shannon so far, and her 2 friends. I don't remember their names. Chloe, I think. And the other one, I don't remember. They were mentioned only like once or twice so far. They had a class together, and that's all we got. So don't really remember their names. And then there's Johnny and Gibbsy. I've heard that name tossed around a lot on social media. And I don't remember the other guy's name, but there's another name that I was like, oh, I've seen people talk about him on social media. So we've met 3 of the girls, and I think 3 of the guys. I don't know if it's going to be like a 1-to-1 pairing or how that's going to play out, but at this point, my initial thoughts are Johnny seems very much like a caretaker. I want the best for him, and I'm sure if you've read the series, you're probably like cringing at my thoughts, but I don't know what's gonna happen down the line. So for right now, Johnny seems like a very good caretaker. Hopefully he has a soft spot for Shannon. Shannon seems like she's warming up to the idea of like Johnny being a friend, but I think her parents are gonna like come in the way of that. I don't know, but I'm still in the very beginning of it. I'm hoping this week to either finish it or get as far in as possible. It's turning into a bit of a busy week, so I don't think I'll finish this until like the weekend, but I could prove myself wrong. It could get binge worthy. Right now it's binge worthy, but like not enough for me to be like, oh, I need to go pick this up now. So enjoying it. Definitely need to sit down and read a bigger chunk of it. I'm noticing that in pieces, like the story is not moving forward as much as I would like it to move forward. But yeah, that's all I really have as far as a reading update goes for this book. But I figured it was something, so I wanted to share it. So I'm gonna actually get to reading now, and then I'll check in with you guys either tonight or tomorrow when I have more of an update. A quick reading update and Binding 13 update. I am about to start chapter 9 in the car, so I'm gonna move my bookmark, and then I can tell you guys what page I'm up to. Did we talk about Johnny already? Did we talk about it, him? I don't remember. I think we did. I think I mentioned how I feel that deep down he is a caretaker and he just wants the best for people that he cares about. And I just broke page 100, so I'm on page 103. Yay, that's exciting. That's all I really have as far as updates go. I need to read more in the car. I didn't get to read as much as I would have liked to this evening because I started to read and then had dinner, showered, and I've kind of just been like in a bum kind of mood, honestly. Like not really wanting to do much of anything, not really wanting to read. Life's just been lifing, and I'm playing with my hydro jug. Yeah, kind of like not knowing how to process my emotions. Like, I don't know. Things are just weird. I feel weird. I don't feel right. Stuff's heavy. So, gonna try to bring up the vibes. You're probably gonna see like in this vlog and in the weekly vlog. I haven't really talked to the weekly vlog at all this week. I've talked to you guys more than I've talked to the weekly vlog. Yeah, in the weekly vlog, I haven't really talked on there, and I need to, but the vibes are kind of like off there too. There's just stuff. It's just stuff going on. If you want more in depth on the stuff, you can just message me. I always talk about like, oh my gosh, just one piece. So these pieces aren't even, as you can see, so they don't sit properly on the sides of my glasses. Anyway, I have no problem talking about like mental health and stuff like that. I just would rather not broadcast like my problems online, but I will gladly broadcast the fact that stuff is stuff, and stuff is heavy and stuff is annoying, but we still work through moving this piece of hair, and we still work through the stuff. So God is also greater than the stuff, so I just keep telling myself that. Yeah, no other reading updates aside from where am I in Binding 13 right now without giving anything away. I've met Gibbsy, I've met Huey. Johnny is having this mind battle about what he needs to focus on. So we are getting a bit into his mind, which is pretty cool. And Chloe Walsh's writing kind of reminds me of the way that Jessa Hastings writes when she wrote the Magnolia Park series. It's very much so like stream of consciousness and really getting into the characters' minds. So I'm really liking that. I just wish that this week I had more time to read and I could use that as like escape, but I can't. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm hoping to have a better update for you guys tomorrow. I know every time I come up on here, I have like the smallest of smallest updates. So I'm hoping for a bigger update soon and to say that I read 100 pages. Because that would be great. I do have to head out now, so we are going to listen to a chapter in the car. I think probably, I don't know, these chapters are kind of long, so it's not like I'm going to finish one in the car right now. We'll at least start chapter 9, and then maybe that'll be like my driving to and from update for tonight. And then maybe we'll get some reading later, but I've just been so tired. I think that's the problem too. This week I've been really tired, so I haven't really been wanting to like stay up late and read or get up early and read. I've kind of just been like wanting to sleep and work and process emotions. So that's kind of like what's going on this week. But Not every week's a perfect week, and not every week is going to be an hour and a half long vlog. This vlog might only be like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, who knows. But let's go. I'll see you guys either later or tomorrow. Working on exporting the very long weekly vlog. It's almost an hour and a half long. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to come update the reading vlog. Although I dropped my page turner under my bed. So rip on that. But I don't really need it right now. It's just convenient when I go to sleep. So at some point today I'm gonna have to get that. I'm on chapter 29. So I am 43% into this book. My goal for today is to get at least, I don't know, 55%. I'm at 43% right now. I would say my goal is to get to like 55 to 60% through this book today and then wrap it up tomorrow night, maybe? I don't know, because I have a busy day today and a busy day tomorrow, but there's going to be ample opportunities to listen to the audiobook, to like read here and there. Like I'm gonna have little opportunities to read, no big chunks, so maybe I'll get some reading done, who knows. But at this point, Johnny and Shannon have hit some lows. They've Johnny's uncovered some of Shannon's past and is not very happy about it. Shannon's family dynamic is just it makes my heart break for her, that she has to go through all of that and be so controlled by her household. Bella needs to just get out of this book. I can't stand anytime she comes up. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I hope that whole situation figures itself out and is not like a lingering leech on the rest of these books that are focused on Johnny and Shannon. That's what I'm hoping for. I could totally be wrong, but I just want her gone. I just want her gone. What else? What else can I tell you? I'm trying to keep it spoiler free. So that's why I have to stop and think like, what can I say? What can I not say? I'm really happy that Shannon is at Tommen. I feel like it's doing much better. Like I feel like she's doing much better as we progress through the book. And I didn't even realize I was 43% in. I thought I was still in the beginning, but you already see her progression from the beginning of the book to now. And yeah, she has some setbacks and there's going to be some things that she's going to have to work through, and hopefully like Johnny helps her out with that. But right now they're still in the we're strangers, but he's more so like, if anybody touches this girl, you're going to die, regardless of if we just be friends for the rest of our lives. So that's pretty cool to read. I do like Johnny's character. I feel like there's a lot to unpack with him. A lot of pressure, unrealistic expectations, sports pressure. There's just a lot to unpack with him. So I'm very excited to read the next, I think book 2 covers them as well. So I'm really excited to hopefully dig in, maybe even in book 1, and just unpack the stress and the anxiety that he is like suppressing, because there's so much pressure to perform for this rugby academy, I think is what they're calling it. It's like the Institute of Further Progression or something like that, but they call it the academy. So yeah, those are my thoughts so far at 43%. I'm going to do some reading now actually, because I am patiently waiting to have this weekly vlog video export. Something about these last 2 videos and my computer have not been friends. I think because the frame rate on my little DJI Osmo Pocket 3, it didn't match what was in Final Cut Pro and what my camera uses. And for some reason I didn't have a problem up until like these last 2 videos, and things are skipping. But it's funny because when I export, not really funny, but like whatever, when I export the video and play the video back, it plays back perfectly fine. So it's just in Final Cut Pro it causes problems. And I think I need to clean out Final Cut Pro, because I keep all of my stuff. Even after I export it, I still keep it. I don't know why I do that to myself, but it takes up a lot of space, and I'm wondering if I'm running low on space, and that's why it's acting glitchy. And also, I'm exporting in 4K, so these videos are huge. Like this video is 1 hour and 23 minutes that I'm exporting, and it's 25 gigs. So it takes up a lot of space, and it's not like, I don't know how to decrease the size of the file except for like making shorter vlogs, but I don't know. I thought all of the stuff that was in this vlog is valid, so like, it all stayed for the most part. I did do some big cutting. Like there was probably about 2 hours of footage. I cut it down to 1 hour and 23. So yeah, just waiting for it to export. I'm gonna read this. I'm also drinking some coffee and just trying to wake up. It's 7:10, so it's very early. I have a lot of time before I have to go out. That's all I got for you. So I'm gonna go read, and I will see you guys when I see you. I have updates for you. I haven't talked to you in a couple days, so let's talk about this. I am at the 60% mark, and at this point, Johnny is still being my go-to caretaker book boyfriend, where he is just like really wanting to make sure Shannon's okay. He cares so much about her, and he still like doesn't know what's going on with her. Why does she have all these bruises, and why does she look beat up? Like, he really wants to know what's going on, and he wants to fix it. He's the solutionizer, and unfortunately, Shannon doesn't feel like she can trust him with that personal information just yet. We see that as the reader. She puts the wall up. She doesn't want to talk to him about it. Her brother Joey doesn't want to talk to him about it either, because Joey feels like it's not his place to tell Johnny what's going on at home. So Johnny's kind of just like, guys, like what the heck? Like, I want to know what's going on. I want to fix it. And nobody's giving him any sort of information. So Johnny is kind of just like, I don't want to say he's like moping around, but he's kind of like stomping his feet and being like, nobody's telling me anything. I just want to fix it. So we see a lot into his brain, which I really like that Claudia Walsh did. Shannon, she's just kind of bugging out right now. Some things have happened, and she has to return back to her house, and she's petrified to do that. And I'm petrified for her to go back to her, to see her go back to her house, and what is going to happen with that. We kind of get some fade to black moments as far as what has happened, but it's just frustrating. Like, I want her to get out of her own situation that she's in right now. So at this point, I think I'm going to finish this book probably between tonight and tomorrow. According to my Kobo, I have about 7 hours left. And as far as pages go, I'm at 364. I have about 200 pages left. Yeah, I have like just over 200 pages left. So if I can do 100 pages today and 100 pages tomorrow, that would be fantastic. And then we can wrap this video up and get started on the next video, which is going to be book 2. I decided I am going to do 1 book a video, because you might want to see just like a specific book that I'm reading and not go through all of them. So the next video, the next reading vlog, is going to be book 2. That won't be in this video. So I am currently on my lunch break, updating all the vlogs. I have to do some editing. I'm not going to be able to do much reading. The next chapter that I'm starting, which is chapter 42, is like, according to my Kobo, it was like 50 something pages long, and it is rather long in the book. So I don't know if I'm going to start it. I might start it and then have to put the brakes on, but I also do have editing to do. So I'm kind of like, instead of just starting a chapter and pausing midway through the chapter, maybe I'll just edit. So I think I'm going to do that. And then hopefully have like a much bigger update for you guys later tonight. I have no plans tonight. I don't think I'm going anywhere. Might have to do a return maybe if I decide I want to go out, because it has been like raining and gross out all day long. And if I don't go out tonight and I can just binge this, we might finish it tonight. So I'm hoping to have a bigger update for you guys later once I have read like a good chunk. Like I've said in the beginning of this video, I'm still not able to like really sit down and read like 100 to 200 pages. It's kind of just been like 20 pages, maybe 30 pages. Saturday I somehow read 50 pages. I haven't had like a good chunk of just sit down and read time, which is fine. Not every week is going to be like that. I had a week like that 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I banged up 3 books in a week. Like that's not normal for me. So this is more of like the normal busyness of my reading structure, working full time, having a busy life, like, and it's all good stuff. It's all a blessing. So I'm gonna get to editing and maybe sneak in like 5 pages of this, and I'll talk to you guys tonight. Hello, you guys. I have 20% left in this book. I'm nervous. I was nervous to start this book. I've been nervous during the book. I'm nervous to finish this book. Like, I just don't know how this is going to end. And I know we get 5 more books after this, but like, how is this the end of book 1? That's what I want to know. I just passed, let me refresh my brain. I was up way too late last night reading this. So let me just see where I was. Johnny and Shannon have had a little moment. Shannon put herself out there. Johnny kind of was like frozen. He's like, what do I do? You know, he's leaving. He's gonna go play international in June. Fingers crossed, as long as his injury like doesn't prevent him from doing that. And Shannon kind of just put herself out there and then does not want to talk to him anymore, does not want to interact with him. And now she's getting threats from another girl that we see throughout this book who is like a leech. I just want her gone. I don't want to read about her. I don't want to see her. I wish she would just leave. And she popped up. Her and Bella had a bit of an interaction, and then Johnny had to get involved. And now poor Shannon is like petrified to run into this girl again because she just doesn't want to be like, you know, she doesn't want to be beat up. She escaped all of that from her old school for the most part. I mean, she's still getting some problems at home, but like she's thriving. We're seeing her do well at Tommen University. So she just wants to stay like that. She just wants to do okay. But then she invited Johnny over, and the neighbors saw that there was a boy in the house when nobody else was there, and Shannon's dad is just a piece of work. And I'm having a hard time reading about him. Like, my heart rate gets really high when I know that something bad is gonna happen when she's home. So that's why I was up late last night, because I was stressed. I am very much so invested in these characters and just invested in this world and what's gonna happen next. So I am quite nervous to finish this book, but I'm gonna finish it tonight. It's the first thing I'm gonna do as soon as I'm done working. I do have to cook dinner tonight. We're making a taco soup, but while I'm cooking, I might have this up and like propped up somewhere so that I can read it while I cook. Because taco soup's very easy. Most of the time it's just, you spend all your time cutting up the stuff, and then you spend all your time waiting for this thing to like simmer and everything to warm up together. So plenty of time to read later. I think I mentioned this already. We're gonna do one book a video. I know I was going back and forth about that. So we're gonna end this video when I finish this book, talk about my final thoughts and all of that fun stuff. So that'll be probably later tonight or tomorrow, if I can get to talk to you guys like later tonight when I finish this. I'll probably film my reaction too to the last like couple of chapters. I can see that happening. So that's my update. That's where I'm up to in this book so far, and it's just been great. Is it a 5-star? It's very close to one. I'd have to wait and see it till the ending. Sometimes I get the 5-star feel like in the beginning, but because of the amount of emotion that this book has evoked from me in the first 80%, it probably will be a 5-star unless like something crazy that I don't agree with happens at the end, or like, I don't know, the story takes a turn. I don't know, we'll see. But for the most part, I think this is a 5-star read. I think the series as a whole is going to be very highly rated for me. I don't know about the whole series being 5 stars. I always wait because I'm usually not a fan of the first book in a series. The first book's always just like the okay one, but this one's been really good. So very excited to wrap this one up and then start the next book in a series too. I am now not going to read this. I am forcing myself not to pick it up on my lunch break because if I pick it up, that's the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wrap up the book. So not reading on my lunch break, just doing some editing. I am exporting last week's weekly vlog and then that will go up on Friday. So be on the lookout for that. Well, this video will go up after that. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch that. So I'm gonna just monitor the situation here, get back to work, and then I will see you guys tonight when I'm wrapping this book up. Hello, you guys. It is late. Also, these lights are really bright. I did finish Binding 13 today. I wish I had my tabbed copy with me. I don't know where it is right now. I think it's in a pile of books that I used for an Instagram reel, but I did pick up the Barnes & Noble special edition. It's got the pink sprayed edges. So I do have this to show you guys proof that I did read it. It's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I had said that I had to read book 1 and absolutely love book 1 in order to get the special edition book 1. And I did. Oh my gosh, you guys, this series is going to have a literal chokehold on me. It was so good. I gave it 5 stars. The ending, the cliffhanger, oh my, it was just so good. I was literally in tears reading the end of it this morning and this afternoon. I finished it on my lunch break today and I was outside. I spent most of the day outside today and I was just like reading and reading and reading, and I had so many annotations on my Kobo and so many highlights. I didn't put my tabs in my physical book as I was going because I got to a point today, yesterday, and the day before that I was able to read in huge chunks. So I was just like, I want to read this chunk, like I want to savor it. I don't want to keep stopping and having to put a tab in the physical book because I prefer to read on my e-reader when I can, because usually like it's late at night or I'm outside and I can't see like the pages in the book, so it's easier to read on the e-reader. And it was just so good. So I don't remember where I was in the plot when I was last talking to you guys. I think I was trying to think. I don't know if when we last spoke as if this is like a formal email. I don't remember. Johnny might have been getting ready for his big playoff game. I think that's when we last spoke. I know that's what I was reading. That's where I kind of started this morning. So yeah, I think that's what happened. No, I don't remember at this point. But these characters, this world, I am fully and completely invested. And it was 5 stars for me. Every emotion was evoked. I was in it for the long haul with them. If you want like a full summary of this book, now that I've read it cover to cover, this first book follows Johnny and Shannon, and we get glimpses into their friend groups, and Johnny plays rugby, so we actually do learn how rugby works. I, for one, did not know how the game worked. I just kind of envisioned it as like football and soccer had a baby, and that was rugby. But there's more technicalities and things like that that go on in this, how rugby is explained in this book. So we have Johnny and Shannon, and they are 1.5 to 2 years apart. Now they're going to the same school, and Johnny makes her a promise and he doesn't let go of that promise. And then we just watch their friendship bloom over the course of 600 plus pages or 550 plus pages. And this is everything. Friend groups, I would call it found family, honestly, because of some things that go on in this book surrounding current family situations. It was everything. And I did learn that binding is actually a rugby term. Johnny's number on the rugby team is 13, so that's why this now makes sense. I like when the title is like craft. How do I word this? Like craftily? No. How the title is like woven into the story. I think that's really clever and cool. So this was so good. Please check though if you are sensitive to certain topics. Please, ask somebody that's read it. I know there's been some controversy about the warnings that are given for these books and that they're not super clear. So if you feel the need to, ask somebody that's read this for a more in-depth list. This one wasn't terrible, but there are some things that I could see some people not wanting to read. But yeah, it was just so good. So good. I am so excited to continue reading in this series with you all. So because I finished this book, that was like real up close and personal there. Because I finished this book, that's going to be the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reading experience with this book. I'm hoping for book 2 to give more detailed check-ins. I feel like once I got to the 60% mark, I kind of just like bulldozed through it. And if you know, you know on that one. And I feel like I didn't give any more like in-depth discussion of this. So I'm hoping to do that for more for book 2. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to stick around because I'm going to be doing more of these reading vlogs for this series specifically. And don't forget to drink your water, have a good day on purpose, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.